Hey everyone, and welcome back to Double Sleep MTG. I'm Guy. In this week's video, we are joined by Sean and Giles to figure out which Malcolm Kediss deck is best in CEDH. But before we get into that, I want to thank Lanko for sponsoring us to get out to the 10K Open in Nashville that's running right alongside the Black Lotus Invitational at the end of this month. It'll be May 23rd through 25th. On top of those two major events, there's going to be a bunch of side events, a bunch of LCQs to get into the Black Lotus Invitational that are going on Friday night. Looking forward to seeing everyone out there. The entire Double Sleep crew will be out there along with a couple of our friends. And so we're just super excited to get out to Nashville. And so without holding you up any further, let's get into this game.
Any pre-games, ladies and gents?
No.
Negative.
All right. I'll draw. Here's my Scalding Tarn into a Lotus Petal into a I would like to pass.
I'll draw a card. I'll play this Polluted Delta and pass.
Draw. I will play a Tropical Island though, and we'll go ahead and tap that one for a Soaring.
Nice and casual magic over here. I'll draw. I'm going to play Misty Rainforest and a Lotus Petal. I'll pass.
In your end step, I'd like to fetch. Down to 39. I'm going to go get Thundering Falls, Surveil. Mental Misstep into the bin. Draw this card. Play a Mana Confluence and cast this here Flying Pirate. I am at 38 and I will pass.
Sure, I'll fetch on your end step. First, Surveil trigger. I'll put a Divergent Transformations to the bin, and I will untap and draw for turn. I'm gonna cast Kediss and pass.
I'm gonna draw for my turn. I will play a Gemstone Caverns as my land for turn. Very sad. And I'll play the One Ring.
I'm gonna daze your One Ring.
Oh boy.
Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me.
Like, you didn't play her on the days. There's nothing I can do about that.
That's your fault. You didn't play around days.
Pass my turn now.
On your end step, I'm going to fetch. So I'm going to get a Meticulous Archive. Meticulous Archive Surveil. I'm going to bend this Careful Study. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I don't even know what your commander does. I gotta go fucking read this thing.
That makes two of us. I'm going to Shotgun a Steam Vents. I'm going to tap for 3 and spend 2 more life, going to 35. And I'm going to cast a Phyrexian Metamorph. Okay, it's definitely a Malcolm. There are now 3 Malcolm decks at this table. If that's good, I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep draw. Lose a life, cast Kediss. Swing Malcolm over at Ryder here.
I'm taking 2.
2 damage to all. I'll make 3 treasures. I guess I just pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play this Volcanic Island for the second time. Go to combat and swing 1 over at Ryder, but everybody will take 1. And then I'll pass it up.
All right, I'm gonna go to my turn. I'm gonna draw. I'm going to tap for a green and cast a Wild Growth. All right, that's all I have. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn now.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Come on, land. That was not a land. We're going to combat, and I'm swinging 2 at Taylor.
Yum. Down to 34.
I'll get a treasure. I will cast an LED, and then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw this card. Go to combat. Swing this here Malcolm Flyer Birdman over at Guy.
Retaliation, we don't accept it.
Yeah, we retaliate. Everybody takes 2. Make 3 more treasures. Go to second main. Cast this here Gamble. All right, I will gamble for this magical card. We all know this game. It's just Red Entomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 3. Pact to Negation. Crack 6 treasures. Cast a Consphinx. I pass.
Yeah, I'll untap, upkeep, I'll draw. Go for it.
Whee!
Play this Mistrise Village, and I will tap for Malcolm. And I will swing at Ryder with Kediss, and everybody will take 1. Pass it up.
I'll drum. Land for turn. All Floato colorless, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Thrasios. Activate Thrasios. Well, I got a bottom this little biscuit.
Yeah! I'll draw 2 cards.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pass my magical turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. Go to combat. Rider for 2.
You know, I feel like I'm being bullied right now. I'm down to 32.
I'm going to go second main, crack both of those treasures, and attempt to cast a Smother Tide. That's not going to resolve.
But what if it does, though? One of you will have infinite cards, and the other will have infinite mana.
And I won't feel like we need to go to the next game.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a Force Negation on that, pitching a Naga Fleshcrafter.
I'll pass.
Go to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Flooded Strand. I'm going to go ahead and swing this Malcolm over at Guy. Make 3 treasures. Go to end step. I have to discard. Discarding a gemstone, a copy artifact, and a Ragavan. Down to 7.
Shotgun the steam vents. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna send 3 over at Ryder.
2.
And I'm gonna send 1 over at Guy. So everybody's gonna take 3. So everybody's gonna take 3. I'm gonna make 3 treasures. I'm gonna cast this Proteus staff.
I'd like to fetch. I'm gonna go get this beautiful volcanic island. I will cast a delay.
Oh, I get to have it eventually, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you can have it in a while. You just can't have it right
Yeah,
now.
that resolves immediately. Okay, cool. What about this reality scramble? Can I have that? This will be targeting my Kediss. This will not be targeting your Consphinx.
I'm gonna show Shauna my new favorite card in this deck because man, oh man, do I love this card. Spikefield Hazard, the Kediss.
Mental misstep?
Dispel.
Your dispel resolves, that's fine. I'm assuming my Kediss is just dying. I'm not gonna read your shit card. Pass the turn.
My turn. Ooh.
Draw 2.
Cold in the week, I'm going to sacrifice my Thrasios. Alright, I'm going to go down to 1 black, play a Necro, cast Tavesh. I'm just going to +2 to make 2 thralls, which I don't have, sadly, so I'm going to use Germs. I'm using Germs. And I'm going to go ahead and pay 4 life, going down to 23, exile the top 4. And I'm going to go to my instep and put these in my hand.
Tap, upkeep, draw.
Draw 2, up to 8.
Go to combat, act Ryder for 2.
Alright, buddy, I'm tired of this.
I have nothing else to do, Ryder. Do you see my mana?
21.
I'm going to cast this Mishra's Bauble. I will then pass turn because that's where we're at.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. So I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing Malcolm and Kediss at Guy, and Consphinx at Tevish. All right, everybody take 3. I'll make 3 treasures. Play my land for turn. I'm gonna fetch, lose a life, get an island. I'm gonna cast a Rhystic Study. 1 and 3 treasures. Cast a 1 ring.
Are you drawing enough cards over there, buddy?
No, I want more. I have protection. I'll draw a card. 7 exact. I'll go to end step.
Untap, upkeep, lose a counter on the Proteus staff, draw.
Draw.
Play this Seagate. I will bolt it in, and I will cast Kediss for 4. And if that is chill, I will go to combat. I will swing 2 over at Ryder. Everybody will take 2.
Haha, I will not. I do have a Rhystic Study on your Kediss though.
Oh, totally cool. It totally wasn't 2 phases ago. You can have it. I will deal 2 damage to only 2 people and make only 2 treasures. That is all I have, so I'll pass.
End of your turn, I'm going to go ahead and cast Deadly Relic on the Consphinx.
Rhystic Study.
I did pay for it. Yeah, I paid.
Deflecting Swat. Change the target of it over to Shauna's Malcolm.
That's so fucked up. I'm gonna miscast your deflecting swat.
Rhystic Study trigger.
You can have it.
I will draw this card. You can have a bird.
Respond to the Swang. Storm is 5.
Yeah, you have 6 total.
Okay, yeah, I'll point 3 at each.
Rhystic Study.
I will pay for it.
So 3 at SWAT and 3 at...
Song.
Yeah, it seems good. Rollick on Consphinx. I think that's good. Consphinx gone.
Proceed to go to my turn. I will drop a turn. Play a forest and cast an Earthcraft.
Rhystic Study.
Let you have it. You can have the draw. +2 to make 2 more throws. I'm going to go to 4 throws. I will cast my Thrasios.
Rhystic Study.
I'm going to have 1 tap. I'm going to pay for it. 1 untap for 4. So I have 5 mana. Cast a Seaborn Muse.
Rhystic Study.
You can draw.
Don't worry. Taylor will save us.
I hope so.
I break trap the Seaborn Muse?
Kediss. I had to count. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, Taylor, I want you to have my child.
Let's go ahead and value this thing and pay 3 life. Going down to 13, exile the top 3, and proceed to my end step.
On your end step, then. I'm going to crack Mishra's Bauble and look at, I don't know, fucking Taylor's top card of his deck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Hiya! Oh!
We're done. We're done for. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Somehow, after 2 years of playing Blue-Ray, Murktide, and Modern, I still can't resolve a Mishra's Bauble trigger correctly. Also, we know Taylor wasn't supposed to see the card, but it's over webcam. What are you going to do? I'm going to go to combat. I am going to swing 2 at Ryder.
Oh my god, I'm being bullied. I'm at 11.
Then with my treasure, I will pass the turn.
Unstep. Ping pong myself for the 1 ring. Draw for turn. Oh my god, I wonder what this is. River Pyre Verge. Let's tap the One Ring, draw 2 cards. That One Ring sucked nuggets.
You can't have everything, Taylor.
I'm gonna transmute this Drift of Phantasms. I want an Ingenious Artillerist.
I'm not gonna fucking read this card. I'm assuming it's counter or we die.
Yeah. Cast a Mox Amber, cast an Ingenious Artillerist.
I'll respond. I will sacrifice Malcolm to cast his Flare of Denial.
I'll fight back. Red Elemental Blast.
Dispel?
Rhystic Study.
Go ahead.
Balls. Ingenious Artillerist is gone. Good job, Shauna. You have stopped me.
Can you say it one more time from my ringtone, please?
Go to combat. Swing 3 over a guy.
Yeah.
I'll swing Kediss at Tevish at least. Second main phase, use 3 treasures, cast Jessica's Will. Target Rider. Make 7 red mana, exile the top 3 cards. Strict Serenade, Arcane Signet, and land. We're gonna go to 5, and I'm gonna cast this Arcane Signet. These are gonna stay in exile. I don't think I'm gonna use these for any reason. Cast this Volatile Stormdrake.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, this takes a Thrasios. I will pay the 2 energy to keep the Thrasios.
This is the worst marker I've ever seen, Ryder.
Ryder, I'm going to give you one because this is the smallest package they would sell it in that would fit in a deck box.
Use 3 of the red mana for a Professional Facebreaker, and I will be passing.
Discard this land from my hand to recast Reality Scramble.
I have a Rhystic Study trigger.
You totally do. Go for it.
You're targeting Kediss, I would assume?
Yeah.
I'm going to misdirection, changing the target of your Reality Scramble to your treasure token.
I'll crack the treasure to show you the offer.
Rhystic Study.
I will not pay for it. Go ahead.
I'm going to hardcast the Force and Egg.
Rhystic Study trigger.
Can't pay for it. I will target the offer. That way Taylor does not get treasures.
I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing this Kediss over at Guy.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
Land for turn. I'm going to crack my fetch land. I'm going to give me a blue-black land. And I'm going to go ahead and cast a Vampiric Tutor.
Rhystic Study.
Pay for it. Tap one of my creatures to untap my forest, plus my Tevesh by 1 to sacrifice my Germ token to draw 2 cards.
Excuse me, sir. That's a Thrall.
You're right, my bad. I'm going to sacrifice my Thrall. I will play a Birds of Paradise.
Rhystic Study trigger.
I'll tap my bird to untap my forest and pay for it. I'm going to cast a Neoform using the colorless to pay for Rhystic and sack my bird. Before I do that, I'm going to untap my forest. I'm going to get Thassa's Oracle. Trigger on the stack. I'm going to hold priority. I will cast Tainted Fact.
Rhystic Study trigger.
Tap, untap, pay for it. Exile.
I have no response to
Yeah, I think
the
we're all
Thassa's
good.
Oracle trigger.
Congrats to Ryder on getting a nice clean win out there with the simplest line in CEDH is sneaking through there right after someone just tried to present a win, as most CEDH games end up these days. Unfortunately, Shauna didn't get to do her thing, but she is on the polymorph version of Malcolm Kediss, and I think her deck has somewhere north of like 35 counter spells, something like that. And Taylor's on just Is It Pirates? Which version do you think is best? Which version would you prefer to play for your own play style? I think both are fun to mess around with and try out. Before I let you go, I want to remind you, as I do every week, that link down in the description below will be links to all of our social medias. Hop in our Discord, go get some games with us. Let us know what you think of the videos in there. Comment down below. Follow us on social media. Follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, where we post regularly on there, as well as get our deck list down there. Also, future events we plan on attending, like the Lango 10K Open that is going out in Nashville at the end of this month, May 23rd through 25th. That will be out as running right alongside the Black Lotus Invitational. Looking forward to seeing everyone out there, as well as we have the Steel City Spectacular 20K coming up in August up in Pittsburgh. We're super excited to be part of these 2 events and that are quickly becoming 2 of the largest events in CEDH history, so we are happy to be part of this. Quick note and apologies, I understand this outro and intro sounded like ass, but my sinus allergies are whooping my ass this year. Thank you all. See you again next week.